All righty. Well, welcome everyone to another Wow Wellness Wednesday here, testimonial call. And this is my first time doing co-hosting with Miss Sheila, right? No, I
Kelly.
messed up. Shelly. Shelly, I'm sorry.
It's
So
okay.
used to seeing Sheila on the emails. Shelly. But yeah, want to welcome everybody. I'm Quamon Fowler, and I'm the musician in the bunch that have been using the scanner since I got in with June. Miss Dr. Janine Ridgeway was the one who turned me on to it. So, but yeah, glad to be here. And Sheila, I'm sorry, Shelly, you can go over the disclaimer, or were you just going to show it?
Okay. Okay, so I just need to read this disclaimer real quick. And the AO scan technology is not a medical device. The statements shared in this video have not been evaluated by the FDA. None of our Solex products are intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent diseases. We are just sharing some amazing testimonies, and we're going to get started. Got a couple more people that popped in here. Okay.
Excellent. All right. And can I get started? I'll share testimony to get it to break the ice.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it's been very exciting year. I've been with Solex since June of last year, and how I got into it, a friend of mine who was a member of my church, he had got on a Zoom with Dr. Janine, and he was just telling me about the scanner. And then as he was telling me about it, I was like, I'm gonna sign up. I need that before even seeing the presentation or anything. And so because I'm a musician and I'm all about, frequencies and affecting people with tones and music, I was already in that world. So to have the scientific aspect and hear what was how they were using the scanner, I was just like, man, this is very curious. I was curious, so I got it and I was using it for myself and my family. And let's fast forward up, kind of through the years, through the months. I started experimenting with uh, sending the frequencies to my mouthpiece and it affecting my sound. And then other musicians around the country, I would do it by the phone. And so I have, some people that joined as a result of me kind of sharing and exploring uh, the scanner. And so here for going into this year, when at the beginning of the year, when I heard about the new Mind Sync that they added in the scanner, where you're able to take your voice and then say affirmations and it'll put environmental sounds around it and everything like that. So what I did was I took that concept and I put my own voice over my own music, saying affirmations and things. And I promise you that since starting the year in January, like everything that I'm doing and the results that I'm getting in my life and my business and everything has just like escalated. And it's just amazing how all of the resources that we have within the scanner and the technology to really foster, you know, our well-being, from feeling better, and also opening up opportunities and different things. Um, it's just amazing. Yeah.
I'm in agreement with you. I love it. I um I had somebody share it with me, and the first time that we did a scan, it was a remote scan with my son, my younger one who's nonverbal, we instantly saw some like calming. And I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, what is this? I
Mm.
I had to have it. It was like something I had to play with. I had to like see how this was working and everything because it was kind of new to me. I heard a little bit, but not a lot. And yeah, it's been phenomenal. I feel very blessed to have um had this shared with me. So
Definitely.
it's been probably just under probably about 9 months since I've had mine. So I just love it every day still.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. We use it, and anybody. What we're doing, we're starting sharing a little bit of our experiences, but this is kind of a call where others can, who have the technology, can share some of their testimonies. And I guess for those people who are kind of
You
listening
ate
in,
it all that fast?
what's that?
Yep, Sharon, we're gonna mute you, Sharon.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so we're sharing our experiences, but if you have some experiences, definitely you can unmute and share.
So does anybody have anything to share?
And I'll check the chat if anybody has. I don't want to miss anything.
I'll share something.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
So I'm a massage therapist, and I had a client call me the day before, and she said, I've been diagnosed with bronchitis. Maybe I shouldn't come in. And I said, no, it's okay. You can come in. She's like, I've been on antibiotics or whatever they were giving her for at least 24 hours. And I said, come on in. A massage will help. We can help break some things up. So I started with the terahertz one, and I always start on hands and feet and kind of work up the body. I also did a comprehensive. I basically did all the scans on her. I used my tuning forks, the tuning transducers. Lungs came up, which was interesting. I did some chakra. I kind of just intuitively did some placing of the tuning forks on her chest area, on the back, lung area. And I would say almost maybe 15 minutes into the massage, she was coughing. Her cough started sounding different. And she was like, I go, do you notice that? And she goes, I asked her if she noticed anything. She's like, yeah, my cough is different. It's more productive. And I said, absolutely. So that was really cool. And then I was just starting my 21 days of frequencies on the 10th. And I think this was like the Friday before. So I said, what would be really helpful is if you can continue to do the frequencies here. I'm starting my 21-day program. I think it'd be very beneficial. So she has been in that. So every day, that next day, she was like, oh my gosh, still a little bit of a cough, but it's not that deep, hoarse, bronchial cough. And she just continued to get better. So my 21-day is going amazing because I'm using multicast. And what I love is that again, that emotion that is, everybody says, is the driver for really getting at things. So there's been some phenomenal comments in the group, like, oh my gosh, I slept amazing. Oh my gosh, the day was, I had so much energy. Or I have one girl that she's like, she totally knows when I'm doing something. She's like, are you running right now? Yep, you beat me to it. I just start. And then there was another client of mine too, who also said the same thing, had a massage with me. And then I told her that later that day I would do an optimization, and it was probably within minutes. She's like, did you just optimize me? And I go, yes, I did.
Wow.
So that's kind of what I've been playing with lately.
Wow. Amazing.
So with the AO transducers, haven't got mine. Mine are it just got shipped out, so I'm excited to get them.
Nice.
But what else have you been playing around with them? And
So like one of the things I do is in the morning, I start my easy scan. I get up and I clear and shield. I do my easy scan. And then I also do my AO tune. And then sometimes I use the transducer and sometimes I don't. So I also started doing that with my 21-day group. I clear and shield them just for 2 minutes. And then I do the AO tune and whatever comes up for the group. I do that, and a lot of times it's only 30 seconds is all that. So I muscle test to see what is coming up for the group. And it's kind of interesting what seems to be the, overall for everyone. And then I run the multicast. And I also remember who I was listening to where they do the 30 seconds of the multicast first to go through the whole group. And then I go back and push play and have it run the whole time. I think last Wednesday, Daryl was talking about that. Yeah,
so you use the AO tune without the transducers.
I do. Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
yep. I
Yeah,
probably
Now,
use out the transducers more than I do the transducers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
now for those, now I've been in, but I haven't used those. I don't really know AO Tune. So could you explain that?
So I'm only going off of what Lauren showed us at the Day of Discovery, right? It's basically all the tuning forks at our capability, and I just push the scan button, and whatever comes up is what I use. There are a few, like when I worked with my client, I specifically picked lungs and like different chakras and stuff like that. But mostly I just hit the scan button and allow it to tell me what's needed for the client or myself or whomever.
Hmm.
Oh, so it'll play the corresponding frequency
Right.
that depending on whatever is going on with that particular person. Are they
Exactly.
scanning their voice? It's a
No,
voice.
you don't need the voice for that.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
No,
okay.
no voice needed. That's the beauty of that.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Well, I need to play around with that.
Yeah, so just go to AO Tune.
Okay. I'm gonna put you on speaker here so we can see this a little bit better. Okay, perfect.
So go to AO Tune and then I just hit scan and see what pops up for me.
Okay.
Says Neptune, intuition and dream experience. So then I muscle test. Do I need to do it under sign? Do I do square, triangle, or sawtooth? Square. And then do I need a 30, 2 minutes, 2 minutes? And then I literally just push, let's turn that down. I don't even listen to it. I just set it down and play it.
Okay.
But you could literally take the transducers.
Is that
And
430, 432 hertz
that is, I don't know what that one, it
or
says
396?
to 11.44.
Oh, that's lower.
Is that the
Okay.
hertzes on the side? I think that's what those are. It doesn't say hertz, but I'm guessing that
Okay.
number.
Okay. Okay, I got you.
Maybe. You're gonna have to
I,
investigate that and let us know.
yeah. I have some tuning forks here. I was just curious which one.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to open that up and have you not played with it at all? Come on.
No, I peeked at it.
Okay.
But I didn't dive deep into it yet.
You got to get in there because that'll be interesting to see what resonates with you and what you find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
That's what I do, right? Wrong? I don't know.
Hey, it's great. It's great. It's a good starting point.
Yeah, I just use my intuition and muscle test and trust.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Janine.
Hey, doctor, what's going on?
So I just wanted to chime in on a couple of the topics you guys both brought up. One is multicast. I love multicast. I've gotten some really, really great results using multicast with the family and with patients. One in particular is a lady who her blood, when she first came to see me, her blood sugar was way out of control. We got it very balanced. She was doing great. She got her arm got twisted into getting the COVID shot. And after she got the shot, she started having problems balancing her blood sugar. And we were trying to do this, that, and the other thing, all the things that everybody's doing, the enzymes, all the stuff. And she was still having trouble getting her blood sugar balanced. So as soon as I got multicast, I put together a playlist for her specifically for that. And I talked to her about how the emotion was so important because she has a lot of she blames herself, and she can't seem to forgive herself and get past that for doing that when she knew she really didn't want to. So anyway, we've been doing multicast. I've only run it on her a couple times, but as soon as we started it, her blood sugar came down. We made a couple dietary shifts again, and she's been doing so well. It's just been amazing. She sends me texts every couple days. Oh my God, I just can't believe this. It hasn't been this good in years. And she wears a continuous glucose meter so she can see, her ranges at all times, and it's just been doing great. So that's been amazing. And then the AO tune, I was at a group meeting for Virtual Day of Discovery. So there were several of us together, and none of us had the tuners yet. And so many people started to use it without the transducers and started to get, just profound shifts in their energy and pains in their body and all these kind of things. So I've added that to my daily, and it was interesting. I fly a lot, and when I first started using it, the Schumann resonance and gamma would come up almost every single day. And after tuning with it for a couple weeks, they very rarely come up for me now. But I just got back from 2 trips in 1 week, and my Whoop Chef has been telling me that my HRV is the highest it's ever been. My sleep has been amazing. I'm sleeping about 2 hours less than what I typically would need, but my body is recovering and repairing itself well, and I'm getting the best scores I've ever gotten. So it's pretty amazing.
Can I ask a question? Do you do that in the morning? Do you do your scan with the AO tune in the morning?
You know what? I usually do that at night. I usually do it in the evening.
Okay.
Just because it's convenient. Like when I'm getting ready for bed, I'll kind of do it as part of the winding down period. That's
Okay.
usually when I do that one. Usually in the morning, I'll just start with a quick scan and do the harmonizing frequencies and do some supplements. And then I'll do my easy scan a little bit later in the day. And then I'll do the AO tunes at night.
Hmm.
Yeah, my son he sleeps good for about 4 or 5 hours, and then he's up and down, and I'm like, could we just sleep? I just want to sleep. So I'm
Tried
thinking
to
I need
get
to
the new
do that.
product.
That what?
Have you tried the new sleep product with him yet?
I haven't yet. I have it, and I was going to the other night, and I always like to try things first because he's my nonverbal one. And
Okay.
so I do like to try things first to feel the effects of it because he doesn't tell me what he feels. So I haven't had a chance to try it yet. And because I really don't have any problem sleeping if everybody would just leave me alone. But
Uh-huh.
um, he wants to get up and get his day going at like 4 in the morning sometimes. I'm like, listen, we're not starting our day. It starts
Right,
early and okay. Can we just,
right.
but we'll see. But I thought, well, maybe the AO tune will help him if I run that at night, and maybe he'll get a little bit more balance because I do his scans in the morning.
Mhm.
So maybe by evening, he probably needs another rebalancing. So
Mhm. Yeah. So Cynthia was asking about the AO tune if we listen to it or if it's broadcast. It is actually auditory. However, a lot of people say that they don't listen to it. There's a lot of people that say they just turn it on and, go about their business. So I actually, I just keep them close to me. I wasn't using tuning forks before, so I don't know a lot about points and placements. I just I have them on the little, whatever you call those things to hang them. And I just kind of hold them and listen to them, or just set them on my body. I'll just set them there, and they're kind of soft. I turn them down because they're not the best, the most nice sounding things. They sound like tuning forks, but they work either way, is what I'm hearing.
Hmm.
Good to know.
Oh, so that's what they have now. It's like the tuning forks. Is that the transducers? What
Yeah,
she's
so the little AO tune transducers are little round Bluetooth speakers that will play the frequencies of like all these different tuning forks. So there's within that module, there's different sets of tuning forks. When you buy them, you have a certain set,
said, right.
Yeah, they're all in there. I don't know how many altogether, but they play through those little transducers, which is supposed to simulate having those tuning forks. So you can
Oh,
feel in them as well.
but well, I guess if you put it on continuous, it can be continuous.
No, they
Yeah.
don't, doesn't have continuous. I don't, that one doesn't have continuous, does it? I think
I
that
don't
one is,
think it does.
yeah, I think that one is like 30 seconds, 2 minutes. I think it's
The
31 minute, 2 minutes, something like that. So it's just, it gets in there, does what it needs to do, and gets out.
okay.
Yeah, Lauren said it's $2,000 worth of tuning forks
Yeah.
inside the scanner now, which is amazing. Like I've always been curious about tuning forks, but I didn't really feel like spending the money or the time.
Right.
And so when they first came in, I was like super excited. It's it's a game changer. They're
Yeah.
so convenient.
Mm-hmm.
This whole scanner is a game changer. I mean, I love it.
I have one more testimonial, and then I'll give somebody else a chance. But I was doing an easy scan on somebody remotely, and I said, you need to go see your chiropractor, because they were having a shoulder problem. And I told them that the exact levels on the spine that came up were the innervation to that part of their shoulder. So they went to their chiropractor same day, got in, and the chiropractor was just amazed. She's like, oh my gosh, how did your doctor know this? Da, 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 da. And it's always fascinating. It's just spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So we have like 4 minutes till like the corporate call. That's the YouTube Zoom. So anybody else? Uh, it's so diverse. There's so many things that you can do, and everybody uses it different, you know. I used my wife, so I have the headphones. I did her scan, and then I would put the headphones on her, continuous the classic, um, put on the classic mode, and she just loved it. She's so I'm trying to understand the multicast so that just one person uh can hog the scanner. I don't know how it works. Would I be able to use the multicast for everybody to be able to use it, or how does that work?
It's amazing. I love it. Go ahead, Dr.
I was
Judy.
the easiest thing to do to set up your family is you go at the top where you're going to add a new client, and it says manage client groups or something like that. And then you can just start a group called household, and you search for all your family members and put them in there. So then when you go into multicast, you're able to click on that group, and everybody's name will come up already. And you just scan for their flower, attach whatever playlist you want to send, and
Oh,
send it to all of them all at one time.
nice.
Yeah, so if you set up that group, then it only takes a few minutes in the morning to get everybody going, and they all get their broadcast at the same time.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, and it's nice too because you can do multiple playlists too. And so there's a certain one for each person. Like I have one that's that Tammy shared with me for autism that my older son does really well with. And so I send that to him, as an extra on the other things that we do. So.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm.
So
One,
I'll need to get
I
that.
started just to make it really easy, like if I'm doing a multicast on the same group of people and I have a certain playlist I want to run for that person, I'll just name the playlist with their initials in front of it. Like for me, I would put, JR knee or something like that. And that way when I go in, it's easy to find the playlist really quick and attach it.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
that's the only bummer that I found is that if you don't know what's in that playlist or you don't know what's going on with the play, you can't click on it and see the playlist. So, okay, I'm getting to know my playlist. I'm like, what was in that? That's where must, right?
Yeah, I do the same thing. I put names in front or initials or something in front, so I know exactly which one's which. So,
That's cool. Well, I learned something.
we do every time on these calls. Oh, do we have any last words or any testimonies before we end the call?
And yes, if y'all just remember to get back with the person who invited you to fill you in if you like, what is going on? What are they talking about? So just get back with that person who invited you.
All righty. All right, well,
Thank you, Kuman and Shelley.
Oh, no problem.
thank you for coming on and cheering us on here. So, all right, everyone have a great night and jump on that corporate call.
All right. See you all next week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.